It's Thursday, it's raining wet and cold here in the ATL, the news hound is hogging the bed, and I'm wondering if there's a way to invent a coffee IV. It's your friendly neighborhood news chick, and today I cover the November 8th elections and what they could mean for the future, Saudi telling its people to leave Lebanon, and the Central American Miners Program being dropped. So if you're ready to get this started, let's get to it. A YouTuber by the name of Hi, I Think I'm Real, after watching Ranting Monkey's video response to him, owned up to his mistake and apologized. It's refreshing to see people take responsibility for their mistakes and moving on instead of doubling down. In other YouTube news, Liz's closest friend, Dark Art, has been diagnosed with lung cancer. I have no words to describe this. In February, Ronan lost his sister to cancer. All I can do is offer my ear when she needs to talk, vent, and rant. Liz, if you watch this, anytime you need to talk, just DM me. Dark Art, if you watch this, know I am sending prayers and positive energy your way. You will be in my thoughts, and I will be pulling for you. You are the other papa on the internet for me. Please, take care of yourself. Let's get to the news. Virginia and New Jersey are now blue states. This and the flipping of 24 seats to Democrat have bolstered Democrat hopes for redistricting in the coming decade. This means the Democrats have gained a minimum of 30 legislative seats, taking momentum away from the Republicans. The fight for political control of legislative chambers should not be taken lightly. The party with the most seats has the majority sway over policies such as health care, taxes, and education. This also determines how the congressional and state legislative districts are drawn. The next redistricting will happen after the 2020 census, a little over 3 years away. New DNC Chairman Tom Perez told reporters 33 groups had focused on Virginia in order to help get the Democratic candidate elected. This doubles the number from 4 years ago. Millions of dollars were given to races there and in other states as well in hopes to gain Democratic seats. Due to increasing tensions in the region following the resignation of al-Hariri, a brief statement has been released in the state-run Saudi press agency. This release told Saudis who reside in Lebanon to leave, for visitors to cut their trips short, and warned travelers not to go to the region. This comes not only on the heels of the resignation, but the sweeping anti-corruption actions being taken by the up-and-coming Saudi king. To date, 208 people have been called in for questioning. The Saudi government has estimated over $100 billion has been embezzled or misused in other ways. An estimated 1,700 bank accounts have been frozen. The Central American Miners Program will be phased out at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. The U.S. Department will stop taking applications for the program, which allowed children to apply for refugee status when fleeing from the violence in El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras before they leave home. The CAM program is another Obama program. It was done to try to address the issue of unaccompanied minors and families fleeing from Central America seeking asylum. The Trump administration said in a report to Congress, quote, "The vast majority of individuals accessing the program were not eligible for refugee resettlement," unquote, as a reason for ending the program. They want to focus on, quote, more targeted, unquote, processing. Since the program was put in place, 1,500 children and eligible family had arrived in the U.S. as refugees under CAM. Yay! It's time for recommended views, and I'm starting off with Boogie2988. In this video, he explains why he hasn't been streaming games or uploading content for a bit. It seems our Boogie is conquering his anxiety and getting out more. Good for you, Boogie! Second on the list is the king of Try Not to Laugh, at least for me. Drunken Uncle takes on the gay times as a drag queen runs down a list of what not to say to a non-binary person. If you want to laugh until you pee, this is the video. Iseth Original teams up in this video to completely tear apart any mom and passages in the Quran. She's funny, insightful, and just a delight to watch as she and her partner rip into what the target of the video considers proof of God. Last, but maybe the best, is Sugar Tits. She takes on the feminists and cheers on a woman who calls out the bullshit she hears on a panel. This is definitely a must-watch for anyone.
The rest of the story.
Ever since Trump was elected and his presidency was cemented in the redo of the electoral vote, Democrats have been looking to either impeach Trump or get some sort of legislative advantage so they can have momentum. And it looks like they're gaining momentum. But is the momentum well earned? I think not. They've twisted science, ignored history, and blocked facts in order to help their candidates get their seats. They use the MSM propaganda and fake news machine, lulling those who refuse to question anything into thinking the country is failing under Trump. White people are evil, and if you disagree and bring facts, you're the Nazi or white supremacist. This is a war in ideas, facts, and common sense, and if the loss is complete, all will be lost. As far as Saudi Arabia is concerned, if you truly believe war has been declared on your country, it only makes sense to pull your citizens out of the country you are at war with. This makes sense to tell your citizens visiting to come back and restrict travel. There are many things that have led to this situation, and I will continue to watch the situation unfold. The Central American Miners Program always rubbed me the wrong way, and not because of the fact it was an Obama thing, but the fact, as a mother, I could not fathom sending my children by themselves to cross war zones, deserts, and borders alone. Now I understand you want to do anything to ensure the safety of your family and children, but sending the elderly and children across harsh terrain in hopes they reach the U.S. border to maybe be granted asylum is insane to me. This is something that should have never happened. I leave it to you now. What do you think about the stories read today? Please continue the conversations below. It's time for some goofy and funny stuff. Hope you like the memes I found. These are the scheduled live streams for today. All links to the live streams, recommended videos, and the sources for my newscast are in the description below. If you wish to submit a scheduled live stream, news article, funny meme, hashtag, or cringy article for me to read on the last segment of the show, you can either DM me on Twitter, tag me on gab.ai, or place it in the corresponding channel in the Discord if you are a member of my Discord. If you want to be a part of the coffee club, DM me for an invite. We would love to have you. As always, may your coffee ever flow, may your caffeine be ever strong, and may you have a thoroughly awesome Thursday. Take care, my lovable coffee nuts.